Today is May the 21st, 2025. This is Carmen bringing you your daily Bloodborne Remaster update. No news on a Bloodborne Remaster day. We don't have any news on the emulator. We don't have any From Software Souls game news, but we do have some for Liza P to go over. First of all, excuse the Doom Eternal footage. I've been continuing my playthrough on that because I decided to finally finish it before I eventually play Dark Ages. So I've just got footage. I'm just going to use it for this. So yeah, we have news on Lies of P Overture. So a few of the content creators got flown out to play it. Maximilian Dude had the video that I watched. I know a few other people got to play it, like Lil Aggie. I myself, I didn't care to see these things. Max's review is enough. I'll take his word for it, and I'll just read about everything else. So we're going to go over some of it. I got to pull it up on my phone here. So Liza P Overture, first of all, they added difficulty options. I don't entirely agree with this. I don't think difficulty options are needed for the Souls-like genre, because part of the genre is that it's hard, right? People can say, oh, it's not about difficulty. Listen. I want you to listen to me right here, okay? There are interviews of Big Mike saying, we are trying to make the hardest game possible. Difficulty is part of it. I'm sorry. I had to say that. People will get stupid and say, oh my god, it's not about the difficulty. Oh my god, you could add options. No, the difficulty's part of it. Why do you think there's no difficulty slider in the From Software Souls games? Because it's part of it. So I don't agree with the decision to add a difficulty slider to Liza P. I don't. I feel like this is kind of a cheap way to get around improving the enemy design, which according to some of the content creators, the enemy design was good in the DLC. We'll have to see for myself. I think the difficulty slider is just a cheap way to get around not making better enemies, because a big problem I had with Liza P was that the enemy design was kind of bad for the most part. I appreciated the amount of variety that we had for the enemies, but the design for them themselves weren't very good. The enemies were not very well put together in terms of their movesets, the delays, stuff like that. It's not really like Elden Ring delays where they hold a swing, but then you have some anticipation frames before the attack comes out, and you can react to that, and you can learn that timing. In Liza P, you more or less have to count sometimes. It's like, all right, he's going to hold it back. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now dodge. It's not really very good. Expedition 33 kind of has the same problem. So I think that them adding a difficulty slider was a lazy way to get around this, just like I thought that the items being so good in the base game was the same thing, just a lazy way to kind of get around that. So I don't approve of this. I don't think this is particularly good, but whatever. Let's see, roughly 15 to 20 hours. So this is going to be probably about the size of the base game, minus the Arch Abbey. If we slap the Arch Abbey on, that's another 4 hours right there. As Taha put it, the base game is about 15 to 20 hours plus the Arch Abbey. So yeah, so pretty good length. I feel like we're going to start seeing longer Souls DLCs thanks to Shadow of the Erdtree being so long. So that's cool. New weapons include a gunblade. I saw footage of this. It's not like, this is a cute little tongue-in-cheek reference to FFA. It's kind of like a gunblade, but not really. No, it's a gunblade. It's just straight up, Squally Unheart, gunblade. Straight up. And I'm down with it. I'm loving the FF8, references we get these days with Expedition 33 and Liza P. I'm loving the FF8 inspiration. I love Final Fantasy 8. So yeah, cool. Very happy to see this. I'm excited to use this weapon. Talon Claws and a Royal Bow ranged main weapon. That's interesting. I'd assumed that would be a Legion Arm, but apparently that is a weapon. So we'll see how that goes. There are a few new Legion Arms. I didn't see exactly what they do, but we'll see. We'll see when it comes out. 2 new boss challenge modes being added. Battle Memories, take on any previously defeated boss at different tiers of difficulty. Pretty much reflection of strength from Sekiro. Death March, select 3 or more bosses to fight back to back. Gauntlet of Strength. I feel like calling it Death March is kind of odd because isn't that the name of the hardest difficulty in Witcher 3? But whatever. It's Gauntlet of Strength basically. New arm attachments, Legion Arm. New bosses, enemies, and areas. A prequel set before the Puppet Frenzy Krots. DLC begins in a zoo filled with mutated animals. Releasing this summer for $30. First of all, I'm getting this information from Okami on Twitter, Okami13. So yeah, releasing this summer for $30. Cool. That's about half the price of the base game. Makes sense if it's going to be about as long as the base game. I'm excited for this. I really like Liza P. I would say it's like my 5th favorite Souls game. It kind of goes Bloodborne, OG Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Sekiro, Liza P. While I think Sekiro is the best of the Souls games, it's my 4th favorite. Yeah, I'm excited for this Liza P DLC. We'll have to see some of it myself. Seeing gameplay footage for this stuff doesn't really get me excited for Souls games. It's something I kind of have to play for myself. You know, not a single Shadow of the Erdtree trailer made me think, oh yeah, man, I gotta play this. I bought it, played it, thought it was, you know, probably better than the base game of Elden Ring. So yeah, the Souls trailers are kind of something like that doesn't really do it for me. I gotta play it for myself. And this is no different. It looks fine. Sure, it looks more like Liza P. I gotta play it for myself and say for sure. So yeah, that's it. Also, just one more thing. The Expedition 33 review is probably gonna come out at the start of next week. I'm just letting my thoughts simmer. I think I'm gonna annoy a lot of people with it in typical fashion. I'm gonna say something that's gonna annoy a lot of people. It's not gonna be as positive as a lot of people normally are. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Big news for Liza P today. Hope to see this show up at probably the Summer Jeff Fest. I'm gonna bet either Jeff has the trailer or Phil Spencer has the trailer. One of the two. So anyways, I'm getting out of here. No news on a Bloodborne Remaster today. That's been your daily Bloodborne Remaster update for May the 21st, 2025.